Coach's Corner now streaming live and free on the OH Report along with WBCO and WQEL Facebook pages. My name is Brian Skowronski. I'm your host, coming at you live from Bucyrus. And just because you're not here doesn't mean that you can't be part of the show. So make sure in the comment section on both Facebook and YouTube that you let us know any question that you would like our coaches or our athletes to answer. And we are introducing you to a brand new team to the Coach's Corner family tonight. That's right, the Northmor Golden Knights are in the house, and we actually got them outside the house too. That's right, Travis Berardi's in the lawn right now playing some games with a couple of the boys golfers. So can we take a quick look at them, see what's going on outside? Here we go. Got a couple of players. We got Coach. They're teeing it up. They're trying to put it right inside of the clown's mouth, and oh, Coach almost aced one there. And a nice little putt for him and just a little bit too much. We'll be checking back in with Travis and the crew here in just a few minutes. But for now, let's meet the members of the Golden Knights volleyball squad. Joining me here in studio, we've got first-year head coach Shelby Wiseman. Hello, Coach.
Hi, thank you for having us tonight.
It is a true privilege and honor to have you guys in here with us tonight. So thank you for showing up, along with your senior outside hitter, Maggie Brewer.
Hi.
How's things going for you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
And then we got your junior setter with you as well, Lizzie Earlston.
Hi.
Again, great to have you guys all here with us, and we're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. And as I mentioned to you all, we do have a trash can on hand for something that we're going to get into here in a minute. But first, Shelby, I wanted to let you know that you're going to have a challenge flag. So at any point, if one of your make sure you hit them with that red hanky, and they gotta do a redo. I also have a penalty flag here for the same exact purpose, except for I'm gonna throw it at Coach. If she's being not 100% truthful, I think with the answer, I'm gonna chuck this right at her. But first, let's begin with the players. And it's the first official week of practice, so you're a few days in now after summer break. Even though I know that you guys are athletes, you're always working out, but are you guys sore yet? Like, do you feel like your bodies are a little bit broken down since you're starting to get into the meat of things?
Yeah, my arms for sure, but I feel like the stuff over the summer has kind of prepared it so it's not as bad as it normally would be, but definitely a little soreness.
Yeah. What about you as a senior?
Same for me. I'm still sore. Yeah. Not as bad. We've done a lot of lifting and conditioning over the summer, so I think it's prepared us for this first week really nicely.
Coach, have you been impressed with what they did during the summer? Because it sounds like they were pretty prepared for what you're throwing at them right now.
I think so. We had a lot of girls come all summer. We were averaging like 40 at our open gym, so they were there putting in the work, putting in the effort. They did a lot of lifting. I know a couple of them could not walk after some open gyms, so they put in the work over the summer to make this easier.
Is this the time of year that you girls typically look forward to, like the first week and the start of stuff, or is it like, man, summer's gone already? What's kind of your emotions right now?
It's definitely exciting the first week of volleyball. It's fun, but it does stink that summer is coming to an end. It starts to go a lot faster once volleyball starts, but it's a lot of fun.
Right. Did either of you, or even coaches, you get to go on any trips, experience any place new this summer? Yeah. Where'd you go?
To Myrtle Beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to South Carolina a week from tonight. I cannot wait.
It was so
Awesome
nice.
out there,
it was
right?
awesome. Yeah. The weather was great.
Right. Well, Shelby, this is your first year running the program. Tell me about kind of what drew your attention to this gig, even though I found out, I think I kind of already know why.
Yeah, so it's like coming back home for me. It was a hard decision to make. I was a varsity assistant, and there's a lot of things that factored into it, but these girls definitely made my decision a lot easier. I've known a lot of them, coached a lot of them through club, seen a lot of what they can do, and my coaching staff is just really excited for the future and what we can bring to the table to help these girls excel.
So you're a Northmor grad, so it's a big homecoming for you.
Yes.
Tell the audience about some of your background in coaching and how you were able to put yourself in a position to earn this gig.
Yeah. So I have been the varsity assistant at a very successful Galion program for the past 2 years. So I got to really learn and grow under that head coach, Katie. I was able to bring my experience to these girls, and kind of I've seen them put in the work already, and they are playing and practicing like a high-level team.
It's always tough to instill like a new culture into a team coming from a program like Galion where they're playing for more than just league championships. They're trying to get to regionals and sometimes state. So what are some of the challenges that you think you're going to have to get over in terms of hurdles to get your girls in a position where they're at the same type of level?
I definitely think their work ethics are not our concern. It's just a lot of summer work. I think they were very shocked by the amount of lifting and conditioning and summer work that we put in this summer. So in the future, getting more girls to that, more high school girls. But otherwise, I think that they've bought into everything that we are saying as coaches, and they are ready to play at that high level.
Speaking of playing at a high level, let's check in with the boys golfers outside and see what they've got going on out there. Are we going to toss it over to Travis yet, or should we just peek on them for now? Okay, well, we're just going to see what they're up to, and it looks like this is some healthy competition. They're getting it teed up. Both of the players are coming back, and they told us that they were going to go head-to-head. These are the top two guys on the team, and they want to determine who's number one, so maybe we can settle it here in the front lawn at WQEL Studios, and that's a nice shot there by Mr. Grant Bentley to start things off. And ladies, I want to get you guys warmed up with a game today as well. We invented this. We're going to call it 10 spin, except for I think I want to put a little bit of a twist on it this week. It can't be exactly the same. So we're going to add a new dimension with some flavor. And I'm not sure, have you heard of the game Bean Boozled before? Yeah, you guys are familiar. So I see Coach is cringing a little bit. I'm just going to ask you to do it one time for your first question. So we'll start it over here with Lizzie. The spinner doesn't work very good, but what you're going to do is you're just going to flick it, maybe give it 2 flicks, and then wherever it ends up, that's going to be the color that you're going to go with.
Okay.
So it looks like we've got, what, orange?
Green.
Green. So what's the 2 options there for green?
Juicy pear or booger.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Just want me to eat it?
Yeah, go ahead and throw that in there. And we'll be able to tell pretty quick, I think, which one it is. Mm-hmm. You got that, bud? Yeah, keep on chewing on that. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. Let's get you lined up with a question so you can chew while you think. So here we go. And no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. And we're going to stop at number 9. So, Lizzie, if you had to fight one of your teammates, which one are you pretty confident that you could beat up?
Maya Trainer.
That was a no-brainer. Well, why Maya? Why are you picking on her?
I don't know. I feel like I've known her for so long. I know her strengths and weaknesses. I think I could beat her up pretty good.
I love it. All right, Maggie, go ahead and spin that wheel over there while we're spinning right here on the 10 spot.
Don't cheat.
Oh, I got pomegranate or old bandage.
Okay.
Oh no, this one's odd shape. Ugh.
Oh,
It's
no.
not pomegranate. Ugh.
So she's got a little old bandage in the mouth. And let's go ahead and stop the 10 spin. You're on question number 4 here. The most embarrassing memory that you have as an athlete is?
Probably when I got new shoes and then somebody told me they didn't like them, so I returned them and got a new pair.
Oh, no.
It was me.
It was her, yeah.
You let Coach talk you off
Yeah,
the cliff
because
just
they
like
were
that, huh?
they were bright blue and pink, and she didn't really think they would match, and then it turns out nobody else did either, not even my mom. So
Wow. Well, I got to say, you're kind of handling that dirty bandage like a champion.
it's gross. I'm not doing it. I'm just.
All right, go ahead and hand that over to Coach. So we've got 2 gross ones so far. Maybe, Shelby, you can be the lucky one that gets something delicious.
All right. Birthday cake or dirty dishwasher?
Oh, okay. That's not a birthday cake
3
face.
gross ones.
All right, and go ahead and stop that 10 spin. Oh, we've already had number 4. Actually, roll it again. Let's get a new one here. And stop now. All right, number 3. Your least favorite team in the KMAC conference is, and tell us why.
Mount Gilead. I grew up being like Mount Gilead was a no-no. We were big rivals, so that was always in my household too. So.
I can get down with that. All right, because I'm a team player, we're going to get back to Lizzie here, and we're going to spin. And I'm going to let you stop the spinner. And in the meantime, I'm going to go with, we've got, it's going to be, oh gosh, the pomegranate or the old bandage.
Oh, it was gross.
Lizzie, you have to tell. Yep.
Stop.
Shoot.
Oh.
I got the old bandage too. God, are there any good ones?
I don't think so.
What's a hidden talent that you possess?
I can twitch my ears.
Oh, you got a showcase.
Oh no, I can't smile when I do it. Hold on. There. I
Pretty
can't do it. I
effectively,
can't do
too.
it when I laugh.
So you got your ears. I can do my eyebrows like
Oh
this.
no, I can't do it.
So if we did like a combo, like we could be on America's Got Talent. I
Yeah,
think.
probably.
All right. Let's spin it one more time, Maggie. We'll let you go through again. You tell us when to
Oh,
stop.
stop.
All right. Number 6. Name a musical artist that you're a little embarrassed to admit that you jam out to.
Oh no. It's not like an artist, but like the Hannah Montana playlist, like her songs from her movie.
There's nothing
Yeah.
shameful about Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, Coach.
All right. Stop.
Number 10. Which player on the team has the worst diet plan from what you've seen? Who's always snacking out in the locker room?
I don't think any of them are snacking. Let's see. I would probably say after watching Maggie eat her lunches the past couple of days, it's very questionable at best.
Yeah, she was explaining to me Peaches Doritos combo today for the lunch, which I don't think sounds too bad, but that's kind of an interesting pairing.
I was running late this morning, and those are the only things that I could grab. But I didn't eat them together. I ate it like separate, so it wasn't that bad.
Fair.
Yeah.
Maybe you can invent something new next time you're on the rush.
There you go.
Combine
Yeah.
those elements.
I'll
All
try.
right. That's 10 spin. Thank you guys for playing, and there's still a lot of good juicy ones in here for the next people. Lucky Ducks. But I think it's time to check in with Travis and the boys' golf team now. So let's go ahead and send it out to the lawn, and let's see if we can get old Big League Berardi and the boys and see what they're up to. Well, what's up, Trav?
The yellow was worth 2. The green was worth 1. We had some bonus balls, and Drew just completely dominated it. Just tell me about your performance and what you got the win, because you guys made a bet beforehand what you were going to get for it.
We were playing for slushies for tomorrow, and I was just hitting all the bonus balls. It's double the points, so I was hitting 3, but it was actually 6 because I made both of them. Pretty much made all of them every round. I got 23, so that's the score that won it.
All right, now as he's finishing up his first round of miniature golf, Grant Bentley over here real quick. You got outplayed in the chipping competition, but you got miniature golf.
Yeah, I didn't get off to a good start in round 1 in the mini golf challenge. Got 60 points, but Drew's pretty good. He did a great job here in the chipping contest by Drew. I just wasn't able to come up with it today.
And I see Coach up there. Are you confident you guys can beat the mentor? Teacher beat the mentor?
We feel pretty good about it. One of me and Drew will.
All right, we'll hear more from the boys when they get in there with you, Brian, but I'll send it back to you.
Get outside. Are either of you decent golfers?
Oh no.
Putt-putt.
No.
I can do that. I've never golfed, though.
Have you golfed before?
No.
Oh, geez. So that should be a fun competition coming up here soon. All right, Shelby, let's get back to our line of questioning here. 10-14 for this team a season ago. What do you think you need to do to kind of like spark a resurgence, to get the winning culture going here in year 1 for you?
Yeah, I think a lot of buy-in to what we're teaching them. I know, like, when we're at practice, we're making small corrections, and then when they finally see it works, it's like light bulb, and they're like, oh, they do know what they're talking about. But we're going to finish a lot more Game 5 sets is our goal. This past year's team talks a lot about how they lost those Game 5 sets that they should have won, or those Game 4 sets. And so that's our goal, is to finish those. We're going to be a lot more physically fit. I think that's one of our goals this year. So we have lots of energy. So that's the other thing that we're bringing to the court this year.
How important do you think the first couple of weeks of practice are to make sure that girls are seeing that we're taking steps in the right direction?
I think it's super important. I think instilling that confidence in these girls that we are moving in the right direction when they see things come together, they're making plays that they didn't think they could. I think that's where we're moving towards right now.
Maggie, what do you see your role as a senior being helping coach implement some of these strategies and these mentalities with maybe your fellow classmates and obviously some of the younger kids?
Yeah, just leading and helping them when I can tell that they're struggling on something that we do that's new, and just using my voice to communicate everything with them.
And Lizzie, like, you're the setter. You're almost like the extension of the coach out on the floor. Do you feel a little bit of maybe not so much that burden, but that you have to carry that out there and try to like be one of the vocal kids out on the floor?
Yeah, I think it's definitely very helpful to the rest of my team. Since I'm the setter, I can like tell them how to correct stuff, like implement things that coaches have said. I think it helps a lot.
How much do you think your voice has grown heading into this year, given that you were a starter last year and you got a lot of games under your belt as a sophomore?
Oh, a lot. I definitely am more confident about how much I talk on the court.
Were you pretty nervous last year heading into the season, knowing that you were going to be relied on so much?
I mean, I knew lots of the girls from freshman year, so it wasn't horrible, but yeah, it was definitely nerve-wracking.
What about being a senior? Is there additional pressure for you? Like, I kind of want to be a go-to player this year that girls are looking at to come in and get some big kills or make the big play when needed?
Yeah, I feel like I want to be that person that they can look at and look up to, so try to lead.
As far as roles and playing time, would you say that you've evaluated what they did last year, or did you come in with a 100% open mind, clean slate, show me what you got now?
We came in with a clean slate. We talk about that every day at practice, how this is a new beginning, a fresh start. There were no spots given to anybody, so we're still earning spots, figuring out our JV, varsity, freshman lineup. So I think the girls, I think that's another extra drive for them to work super hard and figure things out this year.
And because I'm still figuring out volleyball as a commentator, I'm really interested to get your perspective on this. Will you change your rotation based on a matchup? Is it game by game, like certain, like I know in basketball and football, that's a big thing. Is that the same in volleyball, or do you try to keep it kind of status quo, match to match?
It's girl to girl for me. So I have a couple girls that can be very versatile in the front row or the back row. But there are some girls who, once they get in the flow, like, it's nice to keep them where they are. So we're just definitely evaluating it girl by girl, and I know that we'll need different things versus different teams.
Do you have any inspirations in the coaching field that you really look up to and that you try to game plan after?
I definitely think I started watching my college coaches the most, and that's kind of where I based everything around. I love what they did as a program whole. And then coaching under Katie has done nothing but help me and gain that knowledge as to game plan, strategizing, and everything that the game entails.
What about for your players here? Are there any girls or maybe, you know, beach volleyball or some pros that you watch and you try to emulate a little bit on the court?
I like watching like the Ohio State girls play or the USA women's team because they're everything they do is just so quick, and it's fun to watch that.
It is amazing how beach volleyball in particular to me, because there's just two of them out there, how they cover so much ground.
Yeah, I feel like I can learn so much when I watch them because they do so many different cool things on the court.
What about Lizzie when you were younger? Was there an area player that you watched and you were like, man, when I grow up, I want to be like that stud?
Northmor's high school teams, I would watch them when I was little, and I wanted to be like Anna Donner, which I'm not exactly the height or skills her, but, and then definitely OSU. I always looked up to them when I was little.
Okay, well, I don't know if your inspirations can help you in this next game, but it certainly can't hurt. We're going to play a round of headbands now, guys. So how this works is I'm going to give Coach the phone, and you're going to get a word or a couple of words, and you're going to have to give her clues without saying these specific words, and as many as you can get right, the better, of course.
Okay.
We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. I've got about 7 different categories selected. We've got sports, animals, kid movies, colors, car brands, and some actors. You think you guys are ready?
Yeah.
So, Coach, you'll hit play. You'll put it up on your forehead. If they get the answer right, you're going to turn it down, and you'll feel a little vibration.
Okay.
If they say pass, flip it up, and then they'll get a new clue.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
I don't think you hit play
I
yet.
can't play. I know.
Here we go.
It's
An animal.
and you drive this thing.
They have horns that pass.
Drive this thing. Yeah.
Pass.
I don't know.
Pass. I don't even know what that is.
Oh my god.
That's a tough one.
Okay.
I have no idea. Pass, please,
Guys,
guys.
we have to get some point.
Okay.
It slithers on the ground.
around.
Snake.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
On the board.
Okay. The rock.
The Rock. Like his name.
person.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're good. Pass. There ain't no.
Volleyball,
Tackett.
basketball, baseball.
Athletic director.
Yeah, she said it.
Pass.
Take it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
We're not good at this one.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, pass.
Really?
An animal that stings.
Buzz.
Bees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, she has red hair and
Yeah.
she's in an orphanage.
a movie.
Annie.
Yes. Good job.
Oh,
we're out of
that's out of
time.
time. What, did you guys get 5?
I don't know the 90s hits.
We were not good at
The
any
90s
movies.
Oh,
were
20%
like,
off is trying to sell us more. No, we don't know,
Oh, no.
need all that. 5 correct answers, so you dominated Buckeye Central. They only got 3.
job,
Northmore
ladies.
officially is in the lead. And speaking of which, we're checking in now. Let's see how it's going out here. So the young guys said that they were going to dominate Coach. They weren't too worried about the mentor taking down the pupils. But Coach has pretty good form, I got to say. Missed those last couple of shots. See the guys over to the side kind of discussing what they think. And that one just... This game's so much harder than it looks. This came from my backyard. I rarely make it in any of those holes when I play. So big kudos to them if anybody gets any points. Wonder if Travis is going to step up. We'll see. All right, let's talk about the KMAC now, guys. Where do you feel like you fit in this season?
I think we have a good chance to win a lot of games that we didn't win last year. So we're working a lot harder and we're changing a lot of things. So we.
I think so. I think we're going to be able to be a lot more competitive with some of the teams in the KMAC. Yeah, I think we're sitting pretty good.
What about Cardington? They kind of blitzed everybody last year. Are they still going to be dominant from what you know, or do they lose some key pieces?
They
They
did.
definitely lose some key pieces,
Yeah.
but I think they'll still be competitive.
It'll still be a fun game.
Shelby, are you the type that likes to set goals going into the year? Like, guys, we're going to win 15 games and we're going to compete for the league title? Or are you just trying to, hey, let's compete on a nightly basis? What do you like to do?
I'm a goal setter for sure. I think if there is a goal and it's visible, you're more likely to reach it. And so I'm definitely a goal setter.
Do you want to share any of your team goals with us here?
We haven't decided as a team the number of games we want to win, the number of teams we want to be as a whole. But I definitely think we have the potential to finish 1, 2, or 3 in the KMAC if we really buy into what we're teaching in the gym and buy into being competitive and finishing games.
All right, Maggie, let's do it like this. I want you to look dead into that camera, and I just want you to let the audience know what they can expect from Golden Knight volleyball coming up this fall.
We're going to be good. We're going to work hard, and we're going to be competitive, and we're going to finish all of our sets.
Back her up, Lizzie. Add to
Yes.
it.
Yeah, we're going to finish games, and yeah, we're going to be competitive. We're going to be able to stick with lots of teams.
And Shelby, why else is Northmore worth the price of admission this year?
These girls are fun. They are a fun group of girls, even off the court, getting to know them. Like, they are fun and they have fun. And I think they're fun to watch with their excitement level and the way they get along and know each other. It's going to be fun to watch.
Speaking of off the court, you got a couple of players here offset. Come in, crowd around Coach real quick as we go to the commercial break. Northmore Golden Knights here in the house making their Coach's Corner debut. Yeah, there you go. So we're going to send you guys all outside for a little chipping and putting competition, and then we got a volleyball out there as well. So we'll turn you loose to go play with Travis, and appreciate you guys stopping in with me.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
All right, we're going to take one quick commercial timeout. When we come back, the boys, they're coming in here. We're going to talk with the golf team next.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
I'm Austin Fisher.
And I'm Levi Davis.
Join us every other week for our podcast, The Voice of the Village.
Right here on OH Report.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more. Every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Three, two, one, let's go!
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, where it is time to let the big dogs eat. That's right. We're going to be hanging out with the Northmor boys golf team for the rest of the evening here in studio. But as I look outside, it looks like there's a lot of fun being had by the volleyball team. And I'm told by Travis, who just came over to the window and let us know, these girls are some putting champions. None of them have ever swung a golf club on a real course, but they've enjoyed some good times, as you can see there, on the putt-putt course. So they've got that dialed in over on the left side, but as far as the chipping, we'll keep it here just for a few seconds. Check out some of the form. Almost sunk one. And like I said in the first segment, it's not easy to make it over there.
Very, very difficult.
So if these girls can get any points, big kudos to them. And wow, how about that?
Yeah.
One hopper right into the front left corner. Good stuff there. All right. Let's talk to the boys golf team now. Let's begin with, he's calling himself the old coach, and that's okay. Mark Wiseman here with us, but at least you got the name, and it's like a mature name. You're a wise man, Mark, and you've been doing this for how long?
I've been coaching golf for 5 years now. Started 5 years ago. We only had 2 players, a boy and a girl, and now we're up to 12 boys and 6 girls total.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
That's a big
jump.
Big build there with your program.
Yep.
That's huge. Also got senior Grant Bentley with us here today, and I heard competing for some big-time slushies outside.
Oh, very big-time slushies.
How competitive did it get outside?
It got heated, very heated, but, Drew came out as champion, so he'll enjoy a nice slushie tomorrow.
And do you have a particular flavor, Drew Hammond, that you're going to be drinking on his dime?
I like the Mountain Dew Blue Raspberry Mix. It's usually my favorite.
Sounds like a pretty darn good
yeah.
combo. So
Yeah.
was it the chipping or the putting that got you?
It was both. It just random. I would get bonus points, and then the high points would help me bring me back up.
All right, Mark, I'm going to start with you here tonight. You've been coaching 5 years. Tell me, what are some of the keys to getting the kids ready? Because obviously it's one of the most individual sports. What are you doing to try to make sure that their game's getting better?
We started the first week in June. We had all set there. We went to Twin Lakes twice a week, and then one of the other times we went to the Valley View driving range just to practice on their swings and everything like that. We always played 9 holes every time we go out and play, to see what they can do. We've got 5 seniors this year. We've got 4 newcomers this year. So it's a lot easier when you have 5 seniors that know what they're doing and can help the younger kids at it also to get them to where they are going for the following years.
Now, is it tough to wrangle kids right in the middle of the summer to show up for a practice, though? Because your season starts a full month before everyone else.
At the beginning of June, it was rough, but once July got here, then they started up showing a lot more because mandatory doesn't start till August the 1st. By that time, we got a week to get ready for our first match coming up August the 7th. Matter of fact, right here in Bucyrus at the Elks Invitation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. But first, Grant, I want to hear about your summer job because obviously it's related to golf. Tell the audience where you've been the last couple months.
So I am a caddy at Muirfield Village Golf Club. It's amazing out there. It's best summer job I could ever have.
I bet it's a whole lot of fun, but is there a lot of pressure associated with maybe giving a good tip on a green or giving a proper club selection?
Early in my years, it was a lot harder, but most of those guys are just out there to have fun, so I don't feel a lot of pressure. I'm just hanging with them, having a good time.
What about you, Drew? How would you say that you spend the typical summer day?
At the baseball field. Pretty much live or die there, so I was there a lot this summer until about 2 weeks ago. So I've been able to attend a lot more golf. So I've been at the trying to golf and get better at that. I was struggling at the beginning because I didn't get to golf much because of baseball, but I was able to go to the driving range today, coach, so it got a lot better.
Have you gotten over how baseball season ended yet?
No. Pretty still disappointed, but got one more year.
You do.
One more year.
And when I was walking out of that game, I bumped into your basketball coach, Blade Tackett, and he said, "This reminds me of Patriot Prep on the hardwood." And he was itching to get back to it too. So at least there's a lot of motivation, I think, for the Golden Knights heading into your senior campaigns here. Coach, would you say that golf is one of the easiest sports to train for because you can kind of do it on your own time? Like you can tell the kids, bring a wedge into your backyard, get out on the putting surface and just kind of work on your own?
Yeah, it's probably the easiest thing to coach. It's just more mental than anything else. Because if you make a bad shot, you just got to forget about it and go on to the next one. Or if you want to get a par, it ends up being like a double bogey. So you just got to forget it, move on to the next shot, and just dive up from there.
But what's interesting about it, guys, is that it's a team sport too. In what ways do you feel like you're actually competing as a team when you're out on the course?
Well, we just focus on like everybody having everybody's back. Like we know we're all not going to have great days all the time, and if I have a bad day, I know Drew will pick me up. He'll pick up a few strokes for me, and we just come together as a team.
Are there little motivational talks out on the course, Coach? Do you like to go find them and try to like whisper sweet nothings into their ear to get them in the right feng shui and zone?
Yeah, there's a few out there that have to do that with if they get down on themselves. But most of them, they forget and they move on and they go on. They know what they're supposed to do to get everybody together. My biggest thing is if Grant goes, the team goes. So there's a lot of pressure on Grant, but he usually performs pretty well. So
usually, not all.
Most of the time,
not
he
all
does.
the time.
I usually perform well too, guys, but I'm getting my act together here. We're gonna move on to our first game here with you guys. So go ahead and take this, Coach. This is called On the Same Page, and what we're gonna do is I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and you've got to try to match Coach's answer. So this is really a competition between you two. Grant, this is a chance for you to get even. Maybe you can win a slushie back or some chicken nuggets or whatever it is that's on the line. You want to go ahead and make your bet public right now?
Ooh, what do you want? What do you want?
We can put back the slushie.
Double or nothing. Double or nothing on the slushies.
Yeah.
All right, so for 2 slushies or nada. All right, so you got to put yourself in Coach's mindset here. Which golfer on the team does Coach Wiseman have to get the hardest on at practice? Who really needs some stern talking tos every now and again?
I'm struggling with this answer.
Do you mean like keeping a mindset, or do you mean like in the game, like struggling with the game and playing, or like messing around?
I think probably the latter. Just trying to keep it together, focus on golf when you're out there. So Drew instantly wrote an answer, and then he marked it off.
I got two.
There's two possibilities to this answer.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Coach, go ahead and show your answer first. He's going with Logan.
I have Logan.
Oh, we do have 1 point over here for Grant.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then Trevor.
I had Trevor, but then I erased it and put Logan.
So they're both interchangeable in that process. All right, question number 2. Which golfer takes the longest to get set up with their approach to hit the ball? Who's doing like some deep breaths, eyeballing the green 47 times, maybe stepping back, checking the wind, and making sure that all the conditions are perfect before they'll actually stripe that thing? Coach has his answer down. Both of the players. All right, what you got, Coach? He's going with Grant.
Yeah.
Drew agreed. We all know it's true. What is the process in your brain, Grant? Like before you hit a ball, what needs to happen before you're ready to swing?
Well, first it's all about getting the right number, knowing where the pin location's at, where to miss at. And then it's all about staying calm, taking a few practice swings, step off it, know where my line's at, and then hitting it.
Yeah, the fact that he said a few practice swings.
I'm a 2. I like 2 practice swings.
Bit of a process. All right, question number 3. Who has the most interesting looking swing on the team? And by interesting, I mean you're kind of surprised that they hit it straight or that it goes anywhere at all. An interesting looking swing. This is a tough one.
This is a really tough one.
I have no idea.
Coach has his answer in stone.
I got it.
Drew very indecisive on this one, but he's got an answer. Coach, who is it? He's going with Caden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So double bonuses. Can you kind of emulate from a sitting position, Coach, with that Sharpie? Or like, what's the swing look like? What's interesting about it?
Well, most of the times when he's swinging, I always tell him to keep down on the ball. a lot of times when he's swinging, he lifts his whole body up, and it just tops it, and it just rolls right down the front. That's basically what it is.
So you got to keep that weight back.
Got to keep it back. You got to stay down. You got to keep your head down, hit right behind that ball, and then it goes.
Great coaching tips right there for all you young golfers. All right, question number 4. We got 2 left. Drew still in the lead, right?
No.
By 1. No. I'm sorry. Grant's in the lead.
3 for 3.
Perfect. 3 for 3.
Yeah.
3-2.
Name the golfer on the team with the biggest temper when things aren't going well. Coach immediately to the drawing board.
It's pretty easy for me.
I don't think it's either of these guys. They both strike me as pretty level-headed dudes.
Sometimes.
Ooh, wait, give me a second here. I got to think about this. Yeah, I got it.
Can Grant go 4 for 4 and maintain the lead? Let's see, Coach. What do you got?
I
He's
almost
going with Ryan. We got Trevor and Logan.
My first thought was Ryan.
Yep.
So 3 different hotheads on the team. You got a whole team that is just like bursting with energy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Which it's a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. So.
I don't know too many that play well angry, but there are a few.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, key example.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is the last one. Drew, you have an opportunity to tie here and still earn that slushie, or, obviously, Grant, you can make things all
Make
even.
it clean.
Last one. With a championship on the line, Coach, who do you trust most to sink a 10-foot putt? It's got to be Grant, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fitting, I think, because congratulations, Grant. With that answer of you are the champion.
Thank you.
Bravo, sir. Bravo. So 4 correct to 3 correct. That was pretty good. And speaking of golf, shall we check in with Travis? Hanging out with the volleyball team out there. Not sure if they're still chipping and putting. We do have them with a volleyball too. They might be doing some bump, set, spike type of stuff. I asked them to see how many consecutive hits they could do before the ball ended up out in the grass. But it looks like Travis is ready with Coach. Go ahead, Trav.
All right, guys, I'm out here with Coach. Can't really hear. There's a bunch of dogs barking in the background, so we had a little bit of a delay. But, Coach, I saw the golf team was in there. They were playing for something. You guys are trying the miniature golf, and you told the girls that you'd play for something as well, correct?
Yes. We're playing for breakfast before our scrimmage Saturday morning, and they won.
Oh, okay, because if you were going to win, they were going to get nothing. They had to run, right?
Yes. Yep.
Do you think any of these girls can actually make it onto the golf team?
No, I think they should stick to volleyball.
Okay, good answer. I know the boys have been in there watching as well. So let's get back to questions for them. The girls now doing what they usually do, and they're playing some volleyball. So maybe I'm not going to get back in there. But enjoy yourself, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
He's out there.
All right, appreciate you, Trav. And between those 4 girls out there, obviously you guys go to school with them. Who do you think would have the best golf game? Maggie and Lizzie.
I'm drawing a blank here. I don't.
Yeah. Well,
He's about the same.
The 2 that sat with us said that they've never picked up a golf club before today.
I would have thought all of them didn't pick up a golf club, to be honest.
But they still put it in the hole. The beginner's luck probably is.
Yeah.
Looks like they're having a good time. And they won breakfast, I found out. So they bet against Coach, and they're not going to go hungry on Saturday morning. That is key.
Slushies are better.
Yeah, slushies are way better.
For breakfast? Hey, that's a good way to get the juices flowing before a perfect 9, I would say.
Yep.
Now that you guys are into your senior year, tell me about, what have you learned, not necessarily just, about golf per se and getting better, because I assume that your games have gotten a lot better, but just about, being athletes in general. What are some tips that you would have for some dudes coming in as, a freshman right now?
It's getting the pre-season workouts in. It helps a lot. Freshman year helped me a lot, playing baseball and basketball before the season actually started. It helped us, going to Findlay for basketball. I love going there, and it gets us ready for the season.
I would say, building a relationship with your coach. Going into my freshman year, Coach Wiseman was great. I knew Coach Tackett a little bit, and I knew Coach Workman really well. And throughout the years, you build really good relationships, and that really helps you.
How key do you think that is for the development of a player, that they have a bond with you, they know a little bit about you and your family and vice versa?
I think it's really good. It's top of the line. I trust those guys, and I hope they trust me. a lot of times I can let Grant, he's like another assistant coach on the course with me. If I've got something to ask him or he asks me, we're pretty much on the same page, where most of our seniors will help the younger kids go along. And so, like Trevor Brubaker's first time playing golf this year, and he's kind of went with Grant, you know, and Grant showed him the ropes and everything like that, what to do and how to do it, like out of bounds and stuff like that, where to place the ball. So those things help out tremendously, because when you have 12 kids, it's hard for me to get around to every single 12 and try to watch them it's impossible to do. So it's a big plus when you have 5 seniors that have been playing for 3 and 4 years. It's a really big plus.
What was that process like for you? You said you started on the team. You had 1 boy, 1 girl. Now you got 12 just on the boys team and a big senior class. So how were you able to develop the program and get people excited about golf?
Just a lot of talk around each other. Then the kids, they started buying into everything that we were doing. We're pretty laid back. We have fun at practice. We still have fun at matches, but we want to win. So stuff like that works out a lot. And then these guys get out and start talking to other kids too and get them involved, which if they're seeing that they're having fun, they say, wait, we might as well try it too and see if we can do it or not. So it's a big help for the kids to get talking to other kids to get them out there.
Do you have any drills that are kind of outside the box that you do with the kids?
No, not really. They pretty much just do on their own. There's some things, there's a couple putting things that we did last year, laying tees down and try to hit the ball in between the tees to make the putt and everything like that. So
what about you guys individually to try to get your game to a new level? You do anything wacky like that you see on a YouTube or like a Twitter clip?
I don't. I have a hitting net in my basement, and I go down there, hit a lot of golf balls pretty much every night, and that really helps out.
I would think, year-round. That's a big advantage, obviously, in Ohio.
It really is.
What about so you can play in your basement? You ever try like chipping over your house or doing any drills in the backyard? You guys play a home outside your basement?
So it was, when were you over? It was
a couple days ago.
A couple days ago. Like the blitzball wiffle balls?
Yeah.
So we grabbed pitching wedges and we played like golf around the house with the blitz balls. It works fantastic.
You ever think about hosting a practice out at the school? Because there's a lot of pastures out around there.
No, we've never done that before. There's plenty of room to do it and everything. Like the lane right beside us, they always talked about getting us like a driving range there. Right. One time we talked about doing that. So still in the works, I think. It's something that we have to work on and see, So
when did that happen?
It's been in talks for a while, so not everybody knows that. So.
Couldn't get that
okay,
before
well,
senior year.
No. It's on record here. Mr. Blade Tackett, start pulling some strings out there in the athletic department office. Let's see. What else do we want to know about? Grant, obviously, it seems like you're kind of like the top golfer on the team. But what's your biggest accomplishment to date that you're most proud of that you've done on the high school circuit?
Probably last year it was the first time in school history we qualified for districts as a team.
Cool.
And doing that, having these guys go to districts, it was great for the team, and we hope to be back there again.
Probably the coolest part I think about playing high school golf is just getting around to all the nice courses and playing for free. Do you have a favorite that you've got to play yet, Drew?
My favorite would probably be Turnberry, I think. I think that would be it's the nicest that I played on, so I favor that one a lot.
What about you? What's your favorite?
Yeah, during the school season, for sectionals and districts, I would say probably Darby Creek. Where's that at?
That's the Columbus one.
Yeah, somewhere in Columbus, but really nice
South.
course. It's beautiful out there.
How long have you guys been playing? When did you start?
I started my sophomore year.
I've been playing since probably 4th or 5th grade. I went out with my brothers. My grandpa was actually the first one that taught me golf. I remember we would always go out, play 9 holes, go out to Pizza Hut buffet. Those are just really good times you remember.
Oh, anytime a Pizza Hut buffet is a good time, right?
I haven't been to a Pizza Hut buffet in didn't they close them after COVID?
Yeah.
Well, I believe they have one here in Bucyrus. And
is the buffet open?
Oh, bummer. No buffet here. But no one out-pizzas the Hut. We all know that in Bucyrus and Galion. What about you, Coach? When did you pick up the sport of golf?
I didn't pick up till I think I was like 25 years ago. So I've been doing it. I'm 57 now, so I didn't start. I don't know if they even had high school golf when I was in school. But I played football when I was in school instead of golf. So
You don't really hear the term how you worded that very often. I didn't pick it up until about 25 years ago. A quarter century is all I got under my belt. Well, guys, I'm going to actually take you back in time now. We're going to talk about Coach's high school days, and we're going to play a round of generational trivia. Boomers versus Zoomers is what we call this game. Popular things from when Coach was in school his senior year, 1985. So you guys definitely not thought of yet. And while we're doing this, you guys want to do a little round of Bean Boozled while we're at it?
Oh, Drew.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's pass this around, and just so you know, the spinner's not working so good, so just flick it and go for it.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, yeah, I'll go first. Yeah, we'll just go with whatever that one is.
Looking like the blue flavor. What's that one?
Peach or barf?
Oh, yummy.
No, that's not the right one. Not the right one. That's not
What?
The right one. It's this one. It's this one. Look.
You sure? Okay. I'll,
Controversy
okay,
striking.
Drew, get your spin in. Get that one.
Yellow.
Slide this over to you, Coach Wiseman.
all right.
Yeah, go ahead and enjoy, guys.
All right.
So let's everyone go ahead and pop those things. With the girls, we all got gross ones, myself included.
I got a gross one.
Mine's pretty good.
Mine's good.
So Drew and Coach,
Good.
they're happy. Great.
And then I'm not doing. I need some water.
Oh man! And there is a barf bag over here if needed.
I'm good.
They're good.
All
No,
right,
that's not good.
let's dive into this 10-pack of questions and see if you can do better than Buckeye Central, who just got 3. Question number 1. Remember, from the year 1985.
Ooh.
Microsoft released version 1.0 of their proprietary operating system, which is called what?
I
have no idea.
Coach, you can't answer. This is for the kids
Oh.
only.
I still don't know.
Their operating system for Microsoft.
I feel like
Any
I
guesses?
feel like I should know this, but
It's only on every computer.
Google.
no.
What? Wait, what was the
Oh,
question?
But we'll give you each one guess.
was Bing?
Those are both search engines, boys. We're looking for Windows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We're now on to Windows 11.
I
right
feel
now.
dumb now.
Yeah. No.
It's okay. It's okay. You got a long way to go. 9 more
Yeah,
questions.
More to go.
Question 2. The most played song in America in 1985 was called "Say You, Say Me" by what artist? Coach, sing it for him a little bit.
I can't sing.
Say you, say me. Ready? Say it together.
How am I supposed to know this?
I have no idea.
You want to throw out a guess?
When my dad asked me for this, I usually answered with Leonard Skinner. I don't know if that.
You got the L right in the first name. I'll give you that. That's a little hint.
No idea.
The correct answer, you want to tell him, Coach? Oh, you don't know either?
I don't know what it is.
Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie. All right, question 3. Actor Michael J. Fox starred in the top grossing movie of the year where he time traveled in a DeLorean. What's the name of the movie? Great Scott.
Back to the Future.
Hey, we're on the
There you go.
board.
There you go, dude.
Northmore cooking with
Let's
gas. And a little bonus question: what contraption allowed time travel to happen in the DeLorean? Do you know what it was called?
No.
No clue.
Coach?
What was the thing?
The contraption that helped with the time travel.
What did Doc Brown make?
Car. Or electricity.
Yeah. The flux capacitor is what it's called. Okay. Question 4, but you guys are on the board now.
On the board.
Who was serving his second term as president of the United States in '85?
Wasn't it? It's Reagan, isn't it? I knew he was in the 80s sometime. I think it was Ronald Reagan.
Who is Ronald Reagan is correct.
Yeah, let's go.
2 for 4. Doing well, guys.
Good work.
Question 5, and I asked some old hats in here earlier. Nobody got this right. So it's a tough one.
How am we supposed to get it?
What men's clothing brand with a red, white, and blue logo was founded and named after the founder of this fashion company?
Tom, right?
Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger, these boys got it right. Let's go.
Let's go. What do we got?
Kill it now. That's three. You're already tied for first place with
Let's
Buckeye
go.
Central and a long way to go. Second half, back nine here, boys. What movie character played by Matthew Broderick took the day off of school?
Ferris Bueller.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. It's 4 in a row, too. They're heating up. What iconic soft drink was the first to be consumed in outer space when astronauts aboard the space shuttle Challenger tested it out on their spacecraft?
I don't think it's got to be Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna go
do we each get a guess, or we got to?
We'll each give you a guess.
I'll take Coca-Cola.
I'll take Pepsi.
You just needed one guess. It is Coca-Cola.
Yeah, okay.
5 in a
Hey,
row
let's
for the
go.
golf team.
Yeah.
All right, 3 more to go. What former late night show host debuted his first ever top 10 list? He used to do this, I think, every show, and if not every show, at least 4 nights a week. The top 10 list on the late night show.
I got no clue. What about you, Drew?
No.
Throw out some show host names that you remember from late night talk TV.
Yeah, I can't give you anything. I don't know. Anything, Drew?
No idea.
Coach?
Jay Leno.
It's not Jay Leno. It's David Letterman.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
And the first ever list was words that almost rhyme with peas. Just so you know.
Okay. Good to
A
know.
little side fact for you. All right, question 9. Actor Sylvester Stallone starred in 2 of the 3 top grossing movies of the year, playing his 2 most famous characters. What are they?
Gotta be Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa is one, and who's the other? They made like 5 of these things. He puts a headband on, and he goes to work.
Do you know what it is?
Rambo?
Yeah,
That's
good
right.
work,
John
Rex.
Rambo is
Yeah.
correct.
Let's go.
Is that 6 correct?
That's
David?
6. Yeah, we're up to 6.
And still 1 more to go. Question number 10. What dangerously attractive / intelligent founder of the OH Report was born in 1985? Dangerously attractive / intelligent founder of OH Report.
We'll take Brian. Final answer.
They're going to go with me, and that is correct.
Let's go.
I don't know who's writing these things, but I love these questions.
Yeah.
I indeed was born in 1985, so a quick math trivia question for you since you're about to get into school. How old am I? Oh, boy.
38.
Man, these guys are good. That's a bonus one.
Bonus
So,
point.
6 plus a half. 6.5.
6.5. That's
Put it on
pretty
the
good.
board. So Buckeye Central, just 3.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. And that was from the year 1992. All right, can we see what's going on outside with Travis and the volleyball girls? What's happening out there? I don't know. What do they call that drill?
Finger drill. Fingertip.
Yeah. Can we leave already? We won our breakfast. It's time to roll.
I think they know they're out.
Okay.
They're getting ready.
Yeah,
There they
we'll
go.
stick with them for a minute. Because I did challenge them. I said, if you circle up, how long can you keep that thing going? And they kind of scoffed at me like, all day. But clearly not. That was only, I think, less than 10.
Yeah.
How long you think you two could keep it up in the air back and forth?
If we really tried, I think we could go
30 plus.
No, I think we could go more than that.
More than 30?
I think we could get 50 plus. If
Yeah.
we could get,
That's a challenge.
Challenge accepted. Slushy's on me if you guys can
Okay.
do it in one opportunity before you leave here tonight.
okay. Let's do it.
All right, guys. Just a couple more questions before we wrap it up and we get outside and then see if you can't earn some slushies on me. Mark, tell me about your team expectations this year. Big senior class. You got some studs sitting in here with me. Are you the title contenders in the KMAC?
Yes, we are. I think we are. I think the team we're going to have to beat is probably East Knox. I'm not sure what Centerburg's going to have. They'll probably have somebody, but I think we're right up there. I think we should contend for the KMAC, and then we'll move into sectionals after that.
What about individual goals? Grant, what do you want to accomplish that you're going to feel real good about if you end up hitting that for yourself internally?
Honestly, I'm just focused on getting to districts. I want the team to get to districts. That's pretty much the only goal I have. Well, KMAC conference too, but if we can get a championship, that's what I want.
kind of fall in the same line there?
Yep, he pretty much hit it on point.
Well, I think all of us kind of want to be better golfers, just in general. So give us some hot tips. Like, what have you learned from your time being on high school golf these last 3 years? How can you help me as an amateur?
You just gotta stay focused, and you just gotta keep your cool. That's my biggest thing, is keeping my cool.
Yeah, easier said than done, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Especially the last couple times I went out was with Travis, and you know that's just infuriating in general. Nevertheless, trying to hit it straight off the box. Grant, any tips?
I'd just say get out and play a lot more golf. I know it's hard for you, you're a busy man, but anytime you can get out there, hit some balls, it'll definitely improve your game.
And then, Coach, from a mental aspect, I'm heading out, and I want to play a great 9. What could you tell me to try to help me stay locked in?
Well, first of all, you need to have fun. You know, you got to stay focused, have fun, and you're going to hit the shots that it will get you the best score that you ever can have. So just stay focused, have fun. If you have that one bad shot, just forget about it and go on to the next one. It'll get better.
Just get locked in and just move on to the next. You got to have that goldfish mentality.
Yep.
I do like that. Well, guys, it's been a lot of fun having you in here. It truly has. A lot of good answers out here. No challenge flags thrown here tonight, no penalties. But we did get one fan submission question that I got to throw out here. And this one is for Grant Bentley. Grant, how do you feel about winning a league championship in fantasy football that comes with an asterisk?
Well, I know my brother put this, but there was some controversy with our fantasy championship. As you know, the Bills-Bengals game in week 16 was that?
16, yeah.
With the DeMar Hamlin situation. So the game was postponed. That's league champion. That was Monday night. So league championships for some leagues. So what we did was we pushed it back to the playoff game that the Bills and Bengals had. And I did end up victorious by a couple points, but I'm not really focused about it. I got the trophy in my room. I'm focused on next year trying to repeat.
You know, I mean, as long as the trophy's in your case,
Yep.
so what if it has an asterisk attached to it?
Doesn't matter. We got it.
Right.
We got it.
That's right.
Championship.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for coming in. I know you're going to be right back here in Bucyrus is that going to be your first tournament of the year? Coming up on Monday?
Yes. The first one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And there's a lot of teams in that one.
16.
So out of those 16 teams, where do you feel like you should fall?
We'll probably finish right in the middle, like 6th or 7th. That's the goal.
Well, that's the goal for Coach. I got to imagine you guys are a little bit loftier, right?
I mean, we're just gonna go out there and have fun. We're just gonna go out there, shoot some good scores, hopefully, and we'll be good with that.
All right. I'm good with tonight's show. We had an awesome time with you, the viewers. Thanks for participating, tuning in on the Facebook and the YouTube, and it's only going to get better from here. So you can check back with us on the Coach's Corner Wednesday night, 7 p.m. We've got Colonel Crawford. The Eagles are going to fly their way here into Bucyrus. But for tonight, for Coach and the players and our volleyball ladies outside, I'm Brian Skowronski saying so long for now. See you next week.